So we are discussing how to write a chemical formula of the compounds, and we discuss if it's a simple metal and non-metal, if it's a transition element and other non-metal, or it can be a molecular ion. So for the molecular ion, that is important. You learn the formula as well as the charge. So it is hydroxide, it can be nitrate. It's not in order. It can be like you can learn in any order. Nitrite, sulfate, sulfide, carbonate, phosphate, hydrogen carbonate, and ammonia. So the charge as well as the formula. If it is hydroxide, it's OH minus 1. Nitrate is NO3 minus 1. Nitrite is NO2 minus 1. Sulfate is SO4 minus 2. Sulfide is SO3 minus 2. Carbonate is CO3 minus 2. Phosphate is PO4 minus 3. Hydrogen carbonate is HCO3 minus 1. And ammonium is NH4 plus 1. So you have to learn the formula as well as, yeah, I just, in the last session, I mentioned all of them, but because I will use them again, that's why I'm writing again. So if I want to write a chemical formula, and another thing, like example, if I say I want to write aluminum nitrite, IDE. Look, from the name you can understand nitrite is there. So if it is IDE, it means they're asking for element only. Like aluminum nitride means they're asking for aluminum and nitrogen. Aluminum valency is +3 and nitrogen is -3. When we simplify 3 and 3, so it is 1:1. So aluminum nitride formula will be AlN. But if it was aluminum nitrate, so aluminum nitrate, aluminum is Al with a valency +3 and nitrate is NO3 with a valency -1. So when valencies are not same, we cross multiply. The formula for aluminum nitrate will be AlNO3 in a bracket 3. And if it was aluminum nitride, so what is the difference between them? Aluminum nitride, IDE, it means element, nitrogen. But if it is nitrate, it means that element nitrogen is with oxygen. Because sometimes student, when it is written aluminum nitride, they just write NO2. So if it is aluminum nitride, ITE, so aluminum is Al +3 and nitrite, as you can see, it is NO2 -1. We cross multiply, so what the formula will be AlNO2 in a bracket 3. So this is the formula for aluminum nitride, aluminum nitrate, and aluminum nitrite. So whenever ID is there, alone ID is there, it means they're asking for that element valency. But if it is nitrate or nitrite, then the part which you have learned, that their valency you have to use and write the formula. Is it clear? So these are the valencies which you have to memorize along with the formula. I'll give another example. If I say I want to write a formula for aluminium sulfide. So aluminum sulfide, because ID is there, it means they're asking for sulfur element and they're asking for element, aluminium. So aluminum and sulfur element. So what we have to do, we have to check the valency from periodic table. Aluminium is group 3, so it will be plus 3, and sulfur is group 6, so it will be minus 2. So when we write the formula for aluminium sulfide, aluminium is plus 3 and sulfur is minus 2. It is already simplified. You cannot further simplify this aluminium sulfide. It is sulfide, sulfur. Sulfur chemical symbol is S. So what we do, we cross multiply. This 2 with the sulfur will come with aluminium, and this 3 with aluminium will come with sulfur. So the formula for aluminium sulfide will be Al2S3. But if you want to write a chemical formula for aluminium sulfate, so aluminium is there, the element aluminium is there, that is Al. But what about sulfate? The valency of a sulfate, it's minus 2 and its formula is SO4. So sulfate is SO4 with a charge minus 2. So what we do, we simplify, it is already simplified, so we cross multiply. This 2 will come with aluminium and 3 will come with sulfate. So what will be the chemical formula for aluminium sulfate? Al2SO4 in a bracket 3. The difference here, it's sulfur element alone, but in sulfate, it means the difference between sulfide and sulfate. The sulfide means sulfur element, you can see S. And sulfate means sulfur is connected with oxygen and with the formula SO4. So sulfate means sulfur connected with 4 oxygen and having a valency of minus 2. But sulfide means sulfur element alone, which is having a valency of minus 2. So formula is different. You can see for aluminum sulfide, this is Al2S3, but aluminum sulfate is Al2SO4 in a bracket 3. If it is aluminium, yes, Abdullah.
Sir, how do you get sulfate minus should be
How?
minus 1?
Sorry. Yes,
Sir,
Abdullah.
how did you find minus 2?
How I write minus 2 for sulfate or sulfide?
Sulfide, it should be minus 1.
When you check the group, it belongs to group 8, group 6, sulfur. Here is sulfur and it belongs to group 6. So group 1 is plus 1, group 2 is plus 2, group 3 is plus 3, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0. So it belongs to group 6. Oxygen, sulfur, selenium, they all are minus 2. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So, and you can, if you don't remember, you can use the formula valency is equals to group number minus 8. You can work out the valency for group 4 onwards. If I want to write a chemical formula for aluminum sulfide, ITE. So aluminum is Al with a charge plus 3 and sulfide is SO3 with a charge minus 2 or 2 minus. Valencies are already simplified, so what we do, we simply cross multiply them. So when we cross multiply, 2 will come with aluminum and 3 will come with sulfide ion. So the formula for aluminum sulfide is Al2SO3 in a bracket 3. Not necessary 8 means for oxygen, it can be any number, like, but it means that element 8 and 8 means the element is connected with oxygen, but that number does not means, it can be 4, it can be 3. As you can see here, nitrate, in nitrate it's 8 and 3 oxygen are there, carbonate 3 oxygen are there, so it's not fixed that 8 means 3 or 4 oxygen. And the best thing, you memorize these valencies with a formula. So aluminum sulfide means aluminum with sulfur, aluminum sulfate means aluminum sulfur oxygen, and aluminum sulfide also means aluminum sulfur and oxygen. But in sulfate it is SO4, but in sulfide it is SO3. Is it clear to everyone? Anyone having a doubt? Any question or a doubt till now? Because next I will ask everyone to state the chemical formula. Now another example. What is the chemical formula? I want everyone to use the chat and participate in this. What is the chemical formula for sodium hydroxide? I will give you a hint. Sodium belongs to group 1 and symbol is Na. What is the chemical formula for sodium hydroxide? I am writing the valencies also. Yeah, what will be the chemical formula of sodium hydroxide? You can use a chat or you can use a screen annotation to state the answer. Yeah, NaOH, and symbol for sodium is capital N and small a. So when you write, it should be small a, capital N, small a, and then OH. But it's okay right now as you're typing. Maybe you have caps lock on, that's why it all appear to be capital, but it's okay. That's right. Formula for sodium hydroxide is NaOH. Others also should participate. Saim, Muhammad Hatim, Abdullah Khan. What is the chemical formula for calcium hydroxide? The chemical formula of calcium hydroxide, I am giving you a hint. Calcium is Ca with a charge plus 2 and hydroxide is minus 1. The chemical formula for calcium hydroxide, you can use a chat or you can use screen annotation to state the answer. It's calcium. Calcium is Ca. Yeah, that's right, Yusra. There should be a bracket, right? Uh, this is the for because you're writing for calcium, maybe a typing mistake, but it is Ca. So calcium hydroxide. This one is with hydroxide will come with calcium, and two is with calcium will come with hydroxide. So it should be Ca here. Another, if you I want to write a chemical formula for magnesium carbonate. Magnesium carbonate. Magnesium is Mg, group 2 with a charge +2, and carbonate is CO3 with a charge -2. So what is the formula of magnesium carbonate? Don't forget to simplify, because the first step after writing the valency, you must simplify the valencies and then cross multiply. Carbonate. Carbonate is CO3. So it is MgCO3. That's right, but as you can see, because there is only one carbonate, as you can see, there's only one carbonate. So when it's one, we don't have to put this bracket. Like if it was two or three carbonates, then we have to put the bracket. When you cross multiply, it will come out as MgCO3. This is right, but don't put these brackets as it is not needed in case of one carbonate ion. Yeah, that's right, MgCO3. Another example, if I want to write a chemical formula for iron 3, the Roman 3 sulfate. So iron 3 sulfate, iron is Fe, and this 3 is actually the charge of the iron. So iron is Fe, which is +3, and sulfate is SO4 with the charge -2. So what will be the chemical formula for iron 3 sulfate? The chemical formula for iron 3 sulfate. Yeah, that's good, Abdullah. Because 3 and 2 are already further simplified. It is simplified. So this will 2 will be with iron and 3 is with sulfate. So it will be Fe2SO4 in a bracket, 3 which shows iron 3 sulfate. Ammonium, if we have another compound such as ammonium chloride or ammonium sulfide. So ammonium you don't find in a periodic table. It's a molecular ion which is NH4. So for ammonium, we will write NH4 and its charge is +1. and sulfide. ID is there, it means sulfur only. And sulfur belongs to group 6, so it is -2. So what will be the chemical formula for ammonium sulfide? The chemical formula for ammonium sulfide. Sulfide, sulfur, not chlorine, sulfur. So because it's an ion, when you cross multiply, this 2 is with sulfur, so that will come with ammonium. And this 1 is with ammonium will come with sulfur. So because it's the molecular ion, so when 2 or 3 are there, we put in a bracket. So it will be NH4 in a bracket 2 NS. Yeah, that's right. So ammonium sulfide, this is the right way as it should be in a bracket. Is it clear? The formula of ammonium sulfide. Any doubt in this? So this is how we work out the formulas of the compound. So if any compound is given to you, you can work out by using this simple technique. Example, magnesium nitride is formed when magnesium burns in air. Magnesium nitride is ionic compound. What is the formula of magnesium nitride? What is the right answer? Magnesium is group 2 and nitrogen is group 5. What is the right answer for magnesium nitride? So magnesium nitride Mg3 and N2. So D will be the, it's nitride because nitride it means element only. If it was nitrate or nitride, then it means that's not the element, that means element with oxygen. So the correct answer for this one is D. Okay. The formula of some ions are shown. So they give you the positive ion and they give you the negative ion. In which row formula is not correct? Aluminum sulfate. Is the formula correct for aluminum sulfate? So you can work out how you can work out. The valency for aluminum is given and valency for sulfate is also given. So when we cross multiply, this 2 will come with aluminum and 3 with sulfate. So it will be Al2SO4 in a bracket 3. So aluminum sulfate formula is given correctly. Calcium nitrate. So calcium nitrate, calcium is +2 and nitrate is -1. So we cross multiply CaNO3 in a bracket 2. So calcium nitrate is also correct. Iron 3 bromide. So iron is +3 and bromide is -1, or so when you cross multiply iron 3 bromide formula should be FeBr3, but here it is written wrong. And about C, potassium sulfide. So potassium is +1 and sulfide means sulfur, which is -2. So when you cross multiply, it should be K2S. So D is also correct. So correct. The formula which is not correct, that is option C. Is it clear, this part? So this was topic about how to write a chemical formula. So this week we discussed writing a chemical formula and identifying. So basically we completed this objective about the bonding and structure, the difference between element, mixture, compound, and metal and non-metal, and describe an alloy such as brass that we discussed yesterday. And today we discuss how to write a chemical formula of different types of compounds. Any question or a doubt related to the class today? Because the other topic is a different one, so I will start in the next session. That's why I will end the session now. Any question or a doubt related to the class? So next week we will discuss about ionic ions and ionic bonding. The difference between NO3 and NO2, actually their structures are different. It's like how many oxygens are attached. In NO3, even though the charge is same, in NO3 the charge is -1, NO2 also the charge is -1. But what is the difference? Because their structures are different, as it contains 3 oxygen and this contains 2 oxygen. So this about structure is different, and that you will learn in A levels, that why they both have different structures but they have the same charge or the valency.